Now let's return to our story on the UK and Nigeria collaboration on the war against terrorism. Let's have and welcome Global Affairs Analyst Paul Ejime, who joins us via Skype from London, United Kingdom. Thank you very much, Mr. Ejime, for joining us on The World Now.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so what do you see happening here? The U.S. has what may be described as cold feet. That's not a conclusive statement anyway, in its bid to helping Nigeria, particularly references being made to the delay in the clearance of the attack helicopters. But the UK is now stepping in. Is this an influence kind of motivation by the UK?
Well, given the very good relation with the Anglo-Nigerian very good relation, excellent if you will, one will say that the support is coming, even late, because what is it? The Britain has some strategic interest in the well-being of Nigeria, just like Nigeria also has. Is if they are good trading partners, they are, they share cultural and then colonial history. They belong to the Commonwealth, and then where else you find Nigerians going to school? If you know the number of Nigerians students who school in the UK, and then skilled workers that are also in the UK, you will know that both countries, and particularly now, that the UK has pulled out of the European Union. So coming with this, I would say better late than never. But the devil is also in the detail, because it's not that you cannot find the British boots on the ground to fight for anywhere in Africa or Nigeria, no matter how, because questions will be asked about the taxpayers and then British life. But bringing these necessary assets or platforms that can help in defeating these the terrorists or jihadists will be welcome news. But this is just the announcement. We have now to see how the unpacking and then the evolution of this decision. So it's not enough to pledge or to make an announcement. The implementation is key. So remember that. It was because of the Jonathan administration fell partly because of the fact that it didn't defeat the insurgencies or bring down insecurity in Nigeria. Part of it was that the Western countries, including Britain and the US, they refused to provide necessary assets, supports to Nigeria to fight it. They were citing human rights concerns.
And that's where I'm headed now. You said implementation is key. So giving the commitment to letting the judiciary run its course. So what form would it take now that they've hinged it on the independence of the judiciary?
Well, it will run according to the British law. I'm not British, so I don't know how it happens. But sooner, the better that it happens. But I cannot see knowing bureaucracy, how it goes. Some people will still ask questions. Beyond the judicial, the parliament will also raise questions. There is time for what you call prime minister's question time. One MP can, or how somebody from the House of Lords can decide to raise question about, the need, or is it, they can raise some questions about it. And the Prime Minister, because they are running a democracy, parliamentary democracy, he is bound to answer. And if this answer is not satisfactory, I can bet you the thing can begin to follow this roller coaster routes that it has always taken. So maybe Nigerians can pray and hope that it comes as quickly as possible. That is the issue, because Nigeria is losing lives, losing property, and losing a lot of international respect. People are dying virtually every day. territories, villages, whole villages and towns are being sacked, kidnapping all over the place. By the way, terrorism is an international problem, and so whatever anybody can do, because you cannot claim, it doesn't respect borders anyway. So it is also in the British interest, in their common interest, to support Nigeria or support so that it does not spread, because that is what it is. If you allow it to fester like they did, like they took out Gaddafi in Libya, and then they left the Sahel open as safe haven for these armed groups. That is what the reward that everybody is reaping now, and it's not good. It's a bad taste in the mouth. So it is, if they are going to do that, let them do it quickly enough, and let the Nigerian government do their part. You remember how it took them to bring back the so-called Abacha loot and all that. It works. It grinds bureaucracy. The wheel grinds very, very slowly. But they have a system that works. So one can only pray that it does the promise and the pledge support comes as quickly as possible, and that it is used for the purpose.
Particularly now that Nigeria is increasingly being open about its need for assistance to tackle the terrorism challenges here at home. Mr. Paul Ejime, thank you very much for your time on The World Now on TVC News.
Thank you for having me.